We've spent the last 10 weeks here in Alaska and have had some of the best adventures. But sadly, our Alaskan summer is coming to an end and we need to start making our way back to the lower 48. Before we start traveling south, we have one more adventure. We'll be driving part of the Dempster Highway, a 252-mile journey up to the Arctic Circle. First, we're heading to Dawson City where we'll spend the night before starting our journey north. But to get there, we have to cross the Yukon River on a tiny ferry boat.
Canada.
Back to Canada. Here we go. Man, after some long dirt roads and gravel roads, we have finally made it to Dawson City, which is the last major city before we hit the Dempster Highway. Right now we're sitting on the other side of the Yukon River, and they don't have a bridge that goes across the river to Dawson City, so they have a ferry boat that operates 24/7. We are waiting for that to come back and pick us up. We are still waiting in line. It's been, what, 30 minutes? I think something tells me we're gonna be here for probably another 30 minutes. Maybe not. Let's see. They stopped us.
Did they?
Yeah. Ferry is on its way over here. They're about to unload everybody, and we are first in line now, so we are definitely getting on this time. We are on. All right.
Only took an hour and a half.
I know, no kidding. Feels like we're moving now.
On a ferry.
We just got across the Yukon River and we are parked at a visitor center. They allow overnight parking. So we're going to eat some dinner, get some rest, and then get mentally prepared for the Dempster Highway tomorrow.
For the record, he's forcing me against my will to do this.
We are sitting at the start of the Dempster Highway, and unfortunately it looks like there's rain all week. It looks like on the forecast, and this road is basically just a dirt gravel road. So I think we're going to be a bit more cautious, and we're probably not going to get all the way up to the Arctic Ocean. What we're going to do right now is we're going to drive about 15, maybe 10, 15 miles down the road just to see how it feels. And if it feels good, we're going to keep going and at least get to the Arctic Circle sign, which is about halfway. So Eagle Plains is 229 miles from here, which is the next gas station. And then the Arctic Circle sign is less than an hour from there. If we get down the road and we don't feel good about it, then we're just gonna turn back and start heading south towards the lower 48 down the Cassiar Highway. Directions. Eagle Plains, 5-6 hours. All right, let's go see how it feels. Notice there are no emergency medical services on the Yukon section of the Dempster Highway. Drive with care. Alright. Well, here we go. Start you off with a wooden one-lane bridge.
All he says is not off to a good start.
We've been on the Dempster Highway for probably about 50 miles. The road's conditions looked okay. I mean, it's bumpy, but that's to be expected. But even with the potential rain, we felt like it was comfortable enough to drive to the Arctic Circle. So that's where we're headed right now. But it's a beautiful drive. You can see some colors are starting to turn to fall. There's actually quite a bit of people on the road, even though we're literally in the middle of nowhere. Ollie's definitely not a fan. He's just curled up in my lap.
Averaging about 40 miles an hour. It's definitely a lot smoother than I thought it was going to be. There are some washboard sections, like right here.
I don't know.
Once I say that, now it's all bumpy.
It's gonna sound like this in here for the next 5 hours. Not a fan.
We're stopping for a little snack break, little potty break. Madison made these homemade Reese's.
Reese's. They're not peanut butter cups, but it's just peanut butter, almond flour, maple syrup, and some chocolate on top. And it's really good.
Give me one. Yeah, they're really good. I had one yesterday. Oh yeah, and they're healthy.
It's a 4-ingredient Reese's peanut butter cup.
It's the equivalent of eating an apple.
Exactly.
What are we? We're probably about 50 miles up the Dempster, and already the landscape is already starting to change. The trees are starting to get like smaller, and the mountains just look like their own. I mean, there's grass on them, but there's no trees. By the time we get to the Arctic Circle, I think we'll be like in the tundra where there are no trees at all. So that will be very interesting to see. We're parked right next to the Tombstone Interpretive Center. I don't think we're gonna go there, but that is a really cool place to go to. Yesterday it was hot, like we went to sleep really hot. I think it got up to like 72 degrees last night. And now it feels like, what, 50? It's probably in the 50s. So I'm sure the further north that we drive, the colder it's gonna get. Stopping for lunch. We are already over it. Trees are already starting to kind of get yellow. This is how I imagine Scotland is. We hope to go there someday, but just these like just green mountains but with no trees on them and just this rugged looking landscape. It is beautiful. Well, I think it was a good decision for us not to go all the way to the Arctic Ocean. I think we would have decided against it anyways once we got to the Arctic Circle sign, because we would probably just be over it and we'd be like, okay, this is good enough. No, it's pretty brutal driving this road. Like, it's really not that bad. It's just the length of time that you're on this road. The road to McCarthy was much worse. This one is definitely not as bad, but it's just longer.
Oh.
Good boy.
Sit.
Madison and Ollie are gonna sit in the back because I think it's gonna be better for them while I drive. We all ready to go?
We're ready. I'm ready. Ollie's not.
It started to rain. Should be there in just over 3.5 hours. quite literally reached the point of no return. And what that means is if we wanted to turn around and go back, we actually physically could not because we don't have enough gas in the tank to take us back. So our only choice is to keep going to Eagle Pass, which is the next gas station. And that's about 80 miles from here. We are now fully committed to driving this road. How are you?
Regretting every moment.
Yeah.
And I just know you are too.
Oh yeah.
There's no way you're thinking that this was a good idea.
I know in the moment right now I'm just like, this is what I was fearing, is like the roads being so bad I have to like slow to a crawl of like 15 miles an hour is how fast I've been going for the past 15 miles. So for an hour I've been going that speed. And we haven't gained any speed, any distance, it feels like. It says we have 44 miles left to I don't even remember that town. My brain is just so rattled right now. Yeah, to the next town where there's gas. I think I want to stay the night here. What do you think?
That just means that we're going to have to drive hours just to get there, and then that's going to delay us even more.
So we have decided that we're going to continue.
It was more like Madison decided.
More like Madison wanted to, but we're going to continue, but I'm going to air down the tires a little bit and see if that helps with some of the jolting, like jarring rattle that this RV gets on this road. I might bring it down like, I think it's at 55 and bring it down to like 45. See if that helps. That might help keep our sanity. All right, we're going to keep going. I think I'm going to go another 20 miles and see how we feel. Madison's in the bed. Let's see how long that lasts. I don't know. This little section here is very eerie. There was a forest fire that swept through here, and it's just miles of just black dead trees. Very eerie. Now we'll see if those tires being aired down will help maybe smooth out the ride a little bit. Kind of feels like it is a little bit. Like it's a little more bearable, so that's good. We made it to this little campsite just right off of the road, back in the trees a little bit, which is really nice. You can see some fire rings around, but there's nobody around. We got our Starlink going and dinner cooking. Oh, and our RV is just getting progressively dirtier and dirtier, especially the back of it. I can't even read the license plate. Back on the Dempster. The gas station's like 4.7 miles away. I think the road will be pretty smooth. After 255 miles, we finally made it to the next gas station.
Wow, that's a first. I've never seen a gas station that's literally just a big metal shed.
Well, I'm sure that this is probably the tank itself. It's usually buried. So this is probably, yeah, because it says safe fill 6,600 gallons.
Wouldn't it suck if they just ran out?
Yeah, we'd be stuck here until the next semi-delivery truck. I think they actually have a credit machine here. Oh, they have a little service station over here, it looks like. And it can't, okay, so they have hotel, campground, a little gift shop. You can buy ice, and they have a telephone in there, it looks like. I've heard that this is some of the most expensive gas ever, so I'm curious how much this is going to be. So
It isn't even, there's not even a sign for how much it costs.
Touch diesel pump 1. This is actually really fancy. Approval. Okay. I think I hear the pump kick on. There we go. Now it's going. Okay, so that was
$9 Canadian and 8 cents is $6.67.
So it is $6.67 per gallon up here. We actually had to park here at the gas station because we have a Zoom meeting with somebody who's going to be working with us on our Instagram page. We're out here in the middle of northern Canada doing a business meeting. That's our life.
And yeah, they really try their best to get you matched with the the right person.
All right, we're done with that meeting, so we're officially going to be leaving Eagle Plains, and we're gonna drive 23 miles to the Arctic Circle sign.
Woo! Here we come.
All of this to take a picture with the
Yep.
sign.
Done it. We have made it to the Arctic Circle. I know you didn't want to, but it was something I just had to do. I can't explain it. I can't really give a good reason why. I just knew I had to do it. I had to drive to the Arctic Circle. Thanks for doing this with me. I remember learning about the Arctic as a kid, and I remember being fascinated, like I was in like the 3rd grade or something, but just fascinated by everything up north, like just the mystery of it and the cold and the, learning about tundra, what tundra was, like that was fascinating to me. And now, literally I'm just here. I just drove up here and we're looking at it. You never know where life will take you sometimes.
I think in your head, you think that the Arctic Circle is going to be like, I don't know, like the movie Happy Feet or something. Like it's just going to be basically Antarctica, just full of ice and polar bears and penguins. But
Yeah.
actually the Arctic Circle looks a lot like Montana, a lot like Idaho.
Well, come winter, this will definitely be a very different
I'm sure it
environment.
looks different. I mean, it's August 20th, so
Yeah.
I'm sure it changes later in the season.
I know the further north that we go, there's a certain point as you're going towards Tuk where the trees just cease to exist. I would love to go maybe someday, but we're just out of time and I don't want to push our RV any more than we have. So coming here to the Arctic Circle is, I think, enough for me. So
It is crazy to say that we came from Cabo, Mexico, all the way up to the Arctic Circle.
yeah,
It's been a crazy year.
crazy.
And it's only August.
Well, we're going to end the video here. That was the entirety of, well, not the whole Dempster, but at least half of it up to the Arctic Circle. So, yeah, we're going to head towards the Cassiar Highway, making our way down to Washington in the next couple of weeks. So, yeah.
This officially wraps up our road trip to and from Alaska.
Yeah, this wraps up our Alaska adventures. This
Oh,
isn't
yeah,
technically Alaska, but it's definitely part of it. So, but yeah, it's been a fun summer.
It's been the best summer.
All right, let's go.